Alright everybody, welcome back to another edition of Oof to Premium. And in this particular game, we have the freedom to use our imagination and see where the game takes us, right? We're going to have a spectacular time because, I get a special thrill out of just working out the permutations. Working out the different strategies. I enjoy that challenge, and so here we go. In this particular case, we're not sure whether we should be buying these adversity cards right off the bat. You think that's a good idea? Previously, in other videos, I was trying out the scorched earth policy, right? Meaning, I just wanted to make sure, whether bankrupting yourself and then and doing well from the bankruptcy laws would benefit you. And so far, that hasn't been the case. I mean, it's not sure. So, do you think I should do the adversity card or not? I don't know. I'm gonna buy it though. I don't think, if you might as well do it in the very first 2 or 3 rounds, right? Because there really is no vulnerable. You're not vulnerable, right? So you might as well do everything in your power to benefit from it. Something. Yeah. So here's a cool case where, see, check it out. I'm deliberately depriving them of broccoli. They lose the broccoli, and then since it's next to something else they have, it bumps that down too. So the thing that they don't have is bumped up, and the thing they do have decreases in that. That's a snarky thing to do. You don't have to do that. It's a pretty cool thing. You'll probably get ticked off with a family member or something. Okay, anyway. I'm assuming this is an old guy rasp, but I could be wrong. So, yet again, we have an opportunity to buy a card. Yeah, I haven't seen any failure in that regard. I haven't seen any failure yet. And so I'm not sure that it's a mistake. I think it's why not? Now I could look at trading. Trading in the early stages of the game, I'm not really sure on that either. You could make some pretty stealth trades when people aren't really thinking that way, right? If you want to up your game, I would do it. Maybe focus on some trades. This person happens to have 2 crop. The big 2cc. 2 of these. This person could trade for beans. Yeah, so check it out. We have 2 radishes. They're not going anywhere. I would definitely give up radishes if somebody has beans. Somebody has cucumbers. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to take those radishes, right? Doesn't that make sense? So anyway, that's something to think about. Yeah, in fact, we're going to stage that right now. Hey, you want my radishes? And this person's like, yeah. No, not them. Sorry. You want radishes? And they're like, yeah, no. Okay, so here's a great example of a one-off trade, right? This person gets the radishes, right? This person gets the beans, right? This person didn't want radishes, but guess who does want radishes? This person. Why? Because they have cucumbers. And so this person's over here like, now I got something I can trade for. Hey, you want my radishes? And then this person's like, hey, yeah. You got any, what do you got? Broccoli? What does this person want? They would benefit from cucumbers as well. This person needs broccoli, but they would take the kale. So yeah, So now they're set up for spinach and kale. And that's really nice, right? And why is spinach and kale nice? Like, why do we think that's a good idea? Because we have kale and spinach next to each other, right? So, yeah, that's 2-crop combo for them. And the spinach is a candidate for undercut crop, right? So yeah, what do you think about that? I think that's a wonderful idea. Yeah. So moving on. Again, a great example of a one-off trade, right? So here we go. And we're going to go with... What are we going to do? I like peas. Yeah. We could do that. They're very strong in peas. Alright. On dit trois. And it's potatoes. Okay. So we're looking good. Now we unsheath the swords. The swords of I don't know, ancient Greek mythology. Here's a 6 productive. Sabotage peace, sabotage adversity card. See? The plot thickens. Not family plot. That's a Hitchcock movie. That's like the one I've never seen that one. So, I don't know if that's any good or not. We're gonna get rid of this. Oh man, that was a weak card. Oh well. And now we're gonna get on the board because we've got, you know what? I don't know. I always feel like going for the undercut crop early in the game. It seems like a good idea, but for some reason it hasn't been making it lately, and it hasn't been making it. You know, I can't explain every. You know, this guy's not a supercomputer. Sorry. Yeah, and see, so here's an example, right? Early sabotage leads to spinach moving up and down. Okay. But this person at least has the opportunity to bring in some revenue. And it's not. This just came under. Notice that. Don't forget with the the 2-crop combo. The threshold for harvests has been lowered. You know, it was 30, now it's 15. Right? So that's a good thing. Oh, yeah, so check it out. That idea was thwarted. We don't have kale and spinach on the right page anymore. That's a shame. But that's okay. Let's just see what we can do that's with manageable, right? Yeah, notice how we have, you know, we're flashing our teeth over here, right? It's like this person has 0 defense. And so, yeah, the compassionate part of me is like, yeah, we don't need that. We don't need to release the hounds because, you know, honestly, this is not a high score for them. But, you know, maybe playing the softball's not right. Sometimes maybe you gotta play hardball. And, you know, it's hard to know sometimes. Just predicting the future. Failure rate of me predicting the future would be pretty substantial. Yeah, sign me up for that. I will try to make stuff up as I predict. I don't think so. Okay. Oh, yikes. Difficult decision now. We have... Yeah, it's going to be this person for sure. But now that you have a further decision to make. Remove their scoring opportunity, immediate scoring opportunity, or remove their offensive firepower. I don't know. Wow, this is 11 points. Alright, so that takes care of that. Now they're going, this person, you know, I never know, like first purchase of the game seems to be somewhat important, but so far with the 2-crop combo and other experimentation, I'm not really sure. I mean, my go-to has usually been the trading house, but it may not be right. Maybe we just hold off for a second. You know, the one thing that's nice about the general funds is they're not subject to any adversities or sabotage. They're a solid thing. So you could invest in them, right? So why don't we do that? Let's invest in this on a one more certain score before getting a major resource, right? And look at that. Yeah. Talk about nice. Okay. And here, what's the really beautiful part about this is I have 10 tokens I can put on here to deflect the awfulness of adversity cards. So I guess we're going to do that. Downside to this is I have committed 5 tokens and I can't do anything about it after that, right? Let's see. Anything on the trading front? Nope. Yes, I do have a call. As most older folks like me do. Okay, so this person's bringing in some nice kale. Woo! And it's 10 tokens. Is it 10 tokens? We're going to flip this over. We have charred, which is going to stay put. No, you know, okay, so check it out. I threw this away because I make a lot of mistakes. Chard is a good crop, so why don't we, let's do this instead. We'll get rid of corn, move this up, and then that chard is sitting up there, right? Okay, so here's kale. We're gonna go to peas. Yeah, okay. I would give you like a session if you if I were a teacher and I had students, I'd be like, okay class, what's the best move here? And there's one that jumps out in a big way, and hopefully by now you see what it is. You know, here we have broccoli, here we have carrots. Why not line those up, right? Now it may seem like, well, it's kind of pointless to line things up this early in the game for the big 2-crop combo, but why not, right? Anyway, so there's that. Yeah. All right, moving on. Holy shnikes, Batman! Oh, wait a minute. This person had his decision to make. Yeah, okay. So here's an interesting opportunity in the UFTA. We have a remove 2-crop scenario. It's overkill if I do this, but this person is set up to score huge, right? I'm not going to be able to stop them, but I can at least remove 10 tokens by doing this, right? That's the maximum that this card can take away. As far as marker tokens go, you know, it's not actual crops. So, yeah. But, you know, here's the deal. Like, every decision, this is an incredibly, a hard decision to make, because I'm like, if I keep this, I ignore this pivotal moment in the game, I keep it, and then I just grow the wealth, right? It just accumulates value, you know, it just doesn't sit there like more than a few things in banks do. Just doesn't sit there. It can, yeah, it can grow in value. And so I'm like, yeah, let's grow our wealth. Okay, so anyway, so there's that, and then we're gonna go with, yeah, we're gonna keep it. Nothing happens, and this person's just gonna go ahead. They're gonna get a big harvest. You know, that's kind of the price you pay for not acting, right? We're back into Shakespeare again. Yeah, you can't escape Shakespeare or processed foods. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I eat processed. You know, I don't make these videos. I'm not here to be like, hey, you gotta be vegan, vegetarian. I don't. If you want to try those things, you go right ahead. Nothing wrong with that. But if you need a burger, dude, get a burger. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's that. But yeah, you know, fruits and vegetables are pretty cool. That's not a bad idea to include those things. No, you know what? Screw it. Why don't we do this? Check it out. I still have another 5 tokens. We're going to continue with our bankruptcy policy. Devil may care. Throw caution to the wind. And we're just going to grab another one of these. Look at that. So then we go back. I think that's 3 bankruptcies. And then we'll see, you know. Why not? I mean, we're testing the parameters of the game. We don't really know what's going on. Okay, so there's that. And they have to get rid of something near and dear to them. Once again. Yeah, check this out. This is a double whammy. This person loses carrots. Carrots moves up in value. This person loses chard. Although, that may be a mistake because the bigger defensive move would be to move the chard down to spinach. But then maybe not. Yeah, maybe not, because now, you know, that 12 and 1 wraparound has kind of been altered thanks to the 2-crop combo. I mean, the undercut crop, because that has the possibility of being replenished with the 230 tokens, right? So, fascinating stuff. Okay, and by the way, I can use the activity of these cards if I wish. You know, here's another opportunity where I can wipe out my neighbor. But I don't have to. You know, I can play Peacemaker and say, you know, I chose not to demolish you over there. Anyway, so here we go. Yeah, so here was our strategy of holding off. We held off. We didn't make any major purchases. We saved this for another round. Yeah, and so what do we got? We got some interesting things going on. Let's go with crop insurance. Yeah, okay, so at this point in the game, wow, there's like 2 or 3 things that stand out. George Washington disc, the harvester, we got high tunnel, greenhouse, trading house, crop insurance. Those are just, and yeah, harvester. Wow, that could really score big. Yeah. So if you don't want to have difficult decisions, you know, this one's kind of complex because we have so many options. Okay, so let's just do this. I love the high tunnel. Yeah. This is a case where, you know, I almost threw this away. This is the highest secondary crop in the game for right now. So why don't we do that? And here's a case where replacing something can move other things up where they are aligned for you. Like right now we have these 2 are very good, so we don't want to mess with that. So let's instead I don't want to move squash. Yeah, let's move some radishes. We'll move radishes. Okay. And can we use an adversity card? Yes, we can. Oh boy, I'm being a very nice person. This person is being very risky with bankruptcy laws, but this person is also being very kind and generous, right? So, we'll see what happens. Which personality type is gonna come on top? You never know. So here's a high tunnel in action. Ooh, we love this. We could score an early 2-crop combo. We play our cards right. At the moment, yeah, it's going to be potatoes and peas. Okay, So here's a risky thing. We're gonna try it. We got peas, we got potatoes. We're gonna make sure that everything is going very smoothly. Here we can move something so that a 2-crop combo is favored. Or, no, yeah, we could play defense. This person, we're gonna move this potatoes out of whack. So there. How do you like them vegetables? Roasted, probably. Okay, so that was radishes. We're going to Zichon. Okay, now I have a trading house. Trading house. I bought the trading house. Bought the trading house. Now we're going to grab some spinach. Have we harvested spinach yet? Oh yeah. Okay, so here's some spinach. You know what we're going to do? This is the cool thing about UFTA. I have the freedom. I'm not locked into this. So I have the freedom to start a new session, right? So there's this in a disc, and then I'm going to plant 2 more items, right? So it's going to be... Now, here's where I can be another opportunity to be creative, right? We have options. You know, I have the peas, I have potatoes, so I could plant other things that are kind of similar to them, so that any opportunities by other people to jostle things around are covered. Right? I have my bases covered. So if I plant, say, radishes and beans, that would be excellent. Boy, chard's looking really good too, right? I plant some chard there. Maybe on the next go around. So yeah, look at that. You know? And no matter how many adversities are lobbed, look how much excess I have, right? So definitely, you know, the investment in important assets makes a huge difference already early in the game. I love it. Okay, so here's a 2. It's productive. I'm not going to do that. I could mess up their design over here. Yeah, I definitely could. But it's harder. It's definitely harder, isn't it? Yes. I love it. Look at this. Undercut crop. Why not? Gonna go for it. Yeah, I think at this point I can't really affect them no matter what I do. So we're just gonna stay put. We're gonna move the broccoli up. I moved the broccoli up. Notice how that's kind of a neutral thing. It doesn't help them. It doesn't help anyone. It's just neutral. Okay, so that's it. We have spinach. We're looking good. We got the trading house. Now may be the time to unleash the adversities, but check it out. You know, growing season resets are going to be upon us. We're going to put some 10 tokens on here. It's going to be very lucrative. So, what do? I think we still use one. That's what I think. We could use both. You know, here's a case. Oh, no, we can't. Hey, does anybody know why we can't do both? This is explained in an earlier video. Yeah, I can't do it both. Why? Because even though these are activities, it's the same activity, playing an adversity card. Playing the same adversity card is a taboo, can't do it, so forget it. So we got the, we're going to remove 2 crops from the field. And now we're going to be very selective here. Make sure we remove the right ones. We want to remove beans. I want to remove beans and peas. Why? Because this is the more lucrative end of the 2-crop combo. So we're going to remove beans. and peas. Peas moves up. Peas moves up. Notice how they still have no two-crop combo. They'll have to work even harder for it. Okay, so I did that. That was really nice. And I think we're done. No way to save those spinach. They're just they got no protection. Oh well. Okay, so here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. High tunnel's not an action. It's an activity. So I played 2 tokens, and we're gonna cultivate everything. Notice how cheap that was? I just cultivated just vast amounts of product, and I only did it for 2 tokens. And why is that again? Work on 1 field space. It's a wonderful thing when you grasp it, when you understand it. Okay, so here's a 4. We're gonna flip. We're gonna pay 2 tokens for this. And we're definitely going to bring this chart in. The chart on the wrong one is 11. Okay. I'm going to flip this. And we got some kale. We got kale. We got squash. Do we want to... okay, do we want 2 copies of kale? No. I mean, I don't. So I'm going to get rid of it. Yeah. Alright. So that was another very productive harvest. Yeah, I have to do that. Yikes. That hurts. Okay. Spinach moves up. Thwarting my plans. Yeah, because check it out, you know, I used Trading House to grab more spinach. Now I'm... that is no good, right? Alright. Anyway, here we go. We're gonna go with a 1. Remove all crops from the holy shnikes, Batman. Okay, so check this out. We have a tremendous disaster here. Nobody's fault. You can't do anything about this. Curse the heavens, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of all of this stuff. And all of these are gonna move up in value. I mean, catastrophic failure is very painful. Okay, so here's chard moves up in value. The radishes moves up. And potatoes, they just switch spot. And the broccoli moves up. Okay, so there's that. Holy cow. Oh well. Now, you've probably seen enough videos of UPTA to realize that overcoming adversities is a fairly serious part of your mindset. You know, you got to be fairly sharp. You got to be able to bounce back a little bit. Okay, so here we go. I mean, I have 17. I'm just 1 short of getting my greenhouse. Nobody's harvesting anything right now, right? I don't know what to do. Okay, so I'm going to put this back. And I'm just going to invest in a 2-crop combo if I can. I have just enough, 16 tokens. I don't have enough to protect it though. Yep. So let's just do 1 solid harvest and see what happens. Okay? I'm going to do 1 solid harvest. We're going to go with cucumbers. I almost broke out into Pretty Woman on this. What's it, Roy Orbison, right? I'm going to go back in time. Now you see, notice how I'm not that strong an UPTA player. I played main 10, but you know, here's where the if you have some very good perception, Your memory is impressive, more impressive than most. Here is where you will definitely benefit because there's just a small memory game here where if you happen to notice which field space has which opportunity presenting itself, you can capitalize on that, right? Okay, so here's a 2. Ooh, we forgot to do marker, or the, oh no, we got devastated by flood. So we had no opportunity. So let's do first things first. We can move something in the market. We're gonna move the corn. Alright, that messes them up. And now we're going to grab the tokens. We're going to move the radishes and the potatoes up like that. And we're looking good. Almost forgot to harvest on that one. But you know, I do start thinking about other things. I lose focus. Okay, so there's that. Alright, spinach. Yeah, we're ootying on spinach, but we lost it the last time. Very persnickety. Here's a 1. Remove 2 crops from the field. That is a... Thankfully, you know, we've already had our spectacular disaster over here. We are going to do our best to recover. Yeah, do you notice how, yeah, the adversity cards, there's 2 extremes, right? There's a most benevolent card and the most malevolent? Yeah, that's a good dichotomy, benevolent, malevolent. So the best one is the research grant, and the worst one is just catastrophic flood. Yeah, you don't want that. Okay, so here's a 2. We're going to... we're going to grab another adversity card. Yes. And this is excellent timing because we're about ready to hit again. We're going to go ahead and put another 5 tokens on there to protect ourselves from a serious sabotage. I mean, they can't do it with an adversity card. So we'll just do that real quick. Alright. That takes care of that. So there's spinach becomes squash. Squash, attacking. Yeah, so at this point, you know, with these videos, the idea really is just to improve your game because I find that there's no ceiling as far as improvement. You know, you hear about the glass ceiling and everything, and it's a blah blah blah. That's pretty much been shattered. But in UFTA, the ceiling is just your personal improvement, right? Or your whatever you want to do to try to improve. And I find that just endlessly fascinating. Okay, so we're going to sabotage. Yes, we are. Early on, remember this person was peacemaker, benevolent. Now we're starting to rein it in. Now we're starting to maybe bear the fangs a little bit. Okay, so there's that. And we're going to, not necessarily. I mean, we're just going to be a little more competitive. Right, so there's this. We're going to flip this over. Okay, and now what are we going to do? We're going to try it yet again with the undercut crowd. I mean, I'm stubborn about that, but I know the payoff is substantial. It's a substantial payoff if you do hit it. Right? Okay, so there's that. Trading house, we're going to grab some more. We love to take advantage of it. Always take advantage of your resources if you can. Don't want to move squash, gotta be careful. Peas and squash are aligned. Kale. Wow, so check it out. You know, this person was enjoying luxury for quite a while. This person over here is coming with the pitchforks, and They remove the 2 crops from the field, removing an adversity just before the growing season starts over, so they don't have a replenishment option. Very, very painful. Okay, and then over here, they're going to start squash or spinach. Yeah, so here's a great case where, you know, we probably won't pay the barrier to entry fee, but we might have a shot at 2-crop combo. So I'm just going to get started early and plant spinach. It'll be very low cost, right? Interesting, interesting, interesting. And you know, you're not obligated to waste time with that undercut crop. You don't have to. You can just, you could ignore it too. It's just something that's there. But it's also something that can't be ignored, right? Because once it gets on the game board, you know, it's just a big old, just this huge thing sitting there. You know? I can't ignore it. I mean, anyway. So here's the spinach and the. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this over. This goes here. We're gonna draw 2 spinach on the wrong one. It's gonna come in. Now we activate our crop indicator. And now, lo and behold, what becomes a magnet? Cucumber spinach, right? That's a possibility. Now, could we have foreseen that in the game? You know, how many steps ahead can you plan, right? Well, I don't have that. I don't have the foresight that many other people apparently do. There's no way I could have foreseen that cucumbers and spinach were going to line up. Especially with the roundelay that happened with these first 3 slots, right? So anyway, so here's the radishes and spinach. And fundamentally now, you know, now that the gig is up, the the crisis of losing the tractor return starts to emerge, because you know, that's where big time crop reveals are detrimental to what you're doing. Okay, so anyway, so I have that. Okay, I am gonna continue on. Wayward soldier. Okay, so here we go. Collect 10 tokens. Yes, indeed. This person. Okay, you know, sometimes I talk about balance, harmony, game balance. Here we had a wonderful case where we just let things play where they may. And we got the flood card, right? The totally catastrophic, nobody's fault problem. Well, over here we got in the opposite spectrum. We got collect 10 tokens, and so everything kind of the karmic cycle, if you want to go that direction. Okay, we'll use Christianity. Well, the sin atonement cycle, washed away, you know, or feeling good. So anyway, so yeah, so there it is. We're completely absolved, and we feel great. Anyway, here we go. Number two. Let's go with. There's one, and now, yikes. Okay, very important point to notice. We have 5 tokens on the adversity card. However, we ran out of tokens. So, again, not obligated to liquidate this and lose the adversity card just to fulfill the need to finish a second action. You're not compelled to finish the second action. And in fact, this turn could end. We don't have to do this. It just behooves us to initiate tractor return so that for the next time we are fulfilled, right? So we have spinach. We should move something so that we have a 2-crop combo. So I'm planting spinach, however, again, lack of funds makes me vulnerable. I just don't have quite enough tokens, which is unfortunate. Alright, but here's the nice thing. Look at the amount of that's sitting on this adversity card, right? You're going to be very hesitant to use that. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so here... this is not good. Oh yeah, remove 2 crops. Okay, so decision time for this person. Seems like a good idea. We don't want them to get that undercut crop. And they have spinach as well, so it's a doubly... That's the perfect timing for this, right? So let's use it. We're going to remove 2 crops. Spinach gets bumped up twice. And it loses value. Loses a whole 10 tokens off of there. Four's productive. Carrots. Ooh. Yeah. This person has lost, they lost big, they gained back big, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit them hard with a nice 2-crop combo. Alright? I'm going to do 2 steps that only cost me 2 tokens, so we like that even more. Look at that action going on. Yeah. I'm very proud. Oh, yeah, look at that. So sabotage. Now we're going to sabotage what we can. Get rid of this. Now wait. Okay, so here's an instructive moment, right? What do I do here? I've got the carrots, I got the radishes, right? I could take off a crop itself, the secondary crop, or I could take off the marker token. What do you think is the best thing to do, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going to take off, I think I'd rather take off the crop, right? Because that forces them to at least do another, they can't immediately, even with this missing, they can still harvest. And so I think they're right. That's pretty much the right decision. You get rid of the radishes, it bumps the radishes up. Looks good. Oh, and look at that. That was definitely the right decision because we have chard and radishes lined up in the market now. So excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so we have spinach goes to... No, we shouldn't be on spinach. What are we on? Oh yeah, I guess we were on spinach. No, we couldn't have been. I forgot what we were on. I think we're on chard. Okay, that's kind of a flub. Okay, so here's 5 is productive. We're going to go with spinach. This is shaping up to be a wonderful game. A wonderful game. That's my Lawrence Welk. I don't know if anybody ever had to sit through Lawrence Welk. You know, older generations are like, yeah, I can't wait for Lawrence Welk. And then anybody is under a certain age is like, yeah. Who? Okay, so here we go. And the one. Now, there's some seriously talented people on that show, but very impressive people, but it's not for everybody. Okay, so there's that, and then there's 5 is productive. No, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to harvest. That's a good decision to make. We'll just do it. Carrots on the wrong one. On the right one, it's 13. Okay, so anyway, there's your thing. Okay, so here's beans. No, beans goes here. Okay, so there's beans, and now we go to squash. So I got this and I got this. Ran out of market tokens, so this is going to come up here. And we don't want beans, we want spinach. What was I thinking? We're going to scratch that. I want spinach. And we get rid of the beans. Okay, and now that's all that can happen. I can't place these 5 tokens on here, notice, because I got that from... I guess I should go ahead and use this, but this could bite me in the end, right? Because here's another case where we're getting down to it. They put 10 tokens on at the end of the game on this, right? But I think we'll go ahead and do it. I think it's the right thing to do. So remove 2 crops. We're going to get rid of chard. See, here's a case where I'm looking ahead to see this person has chard, and I could move either one in that position. Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, the 2 roll. Okay, that doesn't. Yeah, it does. Never mind. They had to get rid of their spinach. That's right. Radishes goes here. And spinach. Get rid of that. Okay. And that's all that's going to happen. What do we got here? 5 is squash. We got chard and radishes. I don't know what to do with broccoli. Crap. What do I do with broccoli? If we flip. Yeah, okay, so check it out. Here's a case where we can allocate funds so that we have peas, potatoes, and squash. Do I want to do that? I don't think I have enough, so I'm not going to do it. Never mind. Let's put some chard up there. Okay. We got 5. And we got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that goes like that. And then over here we have this. Okay. Potatoes goes to carrots. 5 is productive. Beans, corn, radishes. Yeah, this person should keep hacking away. This person needs to keep hacking away, get some spinach going, right? We got some spinach going. We got some, even more carrots. Yeah, and here's a case where, check it out. I don't know what they have, but since they have chard, I'm going to assume they have radishes. So if I get rid of radishes, well, I could do that. But then they might also have squash. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's where you're about. I'm overthinking on that one. So we're just going to take carrots. We're going to keep them. And how does it? If I get rid of carrots, I really should set myself up for kale. I can get kale on the next one. Yeah. Let's just move carrots up, and that's all she wrote. Okay, so here we go. Here's a 1. Return 3 crops to previous status. No. Yes. Previous status. Alright, oh crap. We forgot to do tractor return. That really hurts us, right? So we have cucumbers. Moves up in value. Yikes. Alright, so that's it. Oh man, okay, so check it out. That's it. Okay, so yeah, we harvested spinach there at the last. We got 30 tokens, and nobody else had anything to harvest. So just to recap, let's see what our final tally was. 33. Wow. 45, 39, 33. I mean, are you kidding me? So, wow. what an amazing finish, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. It was very tight, very balanced, very even, and a nail biter. You know, I have many bad habits, and I bite my nails quite a bit. But yeah, look at this. We had a spectacular finish, 45, 39, 33, and I'm just completely impressed. What was the deciding factor in this particular game? This person achieved undercut crop status. They got the bonus. Look how much the spinach depreciated during the game, right? We had it up to 60 tokens. It was halved, right? By the just so many storms of brewing. The spinach came off the field several times. You know, it was marauded. The saboteurs came several times, and they pitchforks in hand, and they destroyed our valiant efforts growing spinach, and yet still we came out victorious. That's just tremendous relief. You know, you score that oofta, and it's like, oofta. So yeah, check it out. An amazing product. I just can't stress enough how pleasurable this game is to play, especially when outcomes are uncertain, you know, and depending on the company you are playing with, anything and everything could happen. So thank you once again, everyone, for enjoying and watching this magnificent display of the old oofta.